Yo, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy, what day is it today? Wednesday. Man, it's this short week's throwing me off a little bit. But good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me get sure this is all turned down right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're waiting on news right now. We got PMI coming in, 4 minutes? A little less than 4 minutes. So it's really one of the only high impact news events of the week. So we'll have to see what we get. We do have some very nice bullish SMT already forming at these lows. I sent it in the Discord if you guys missed it, but just to show you guys here, we got ES on the left and we got NQ on the right. We got ES already tapping into that daily fair value gap. As you guys know, the daily fair value gap is, as of right this very moment in time, I'm going to delete this stuff so our chart stays clean. As of this very moment in time, you know, I was anticipating our draw before expanding higher on the weekly to first draw into this daily fair value gap, both on ES, and on NQ. And obviously we're there on ES currently, not there yet on NQ. And we'll just have to wait and see what we get here. I don't really have a bias outside of anything that the chart shows me at this point right now. So what I am going to do, you know, if this SMT holds and we see price displace up after this news release, then I'm going to anticipate getting long. And in that case, let me jump back to the 15 here. Right now, this looks like our opening range high right up here. And our opening range low, obviously, is going to be right here. This is the low from market open. I wouldn't mind if that got taken out at the beginning of this next hour. In an ideal world, this low would get taken out. We'd still maintain SMT divergence at these lows as long as this low doesn't get taken right here from London. Then we'll have SMT at the lows right there, and then I would like to see obviously a bullish PD array form from the lows there. But yeah, this is what I got my eye on right now. We'll just mark both of these out. We've got buy side liquidity up here in the form of opening range high. Let's move that over to the right. And then we've obviously got opening range low right down here. Oops. Opening range low. So yeah, ideal world, I'd like to see price swipe opening range low. But either way, this SMT is enough for me. If we see price displace up, break structure to the upside, I'll be game to get long there. Because if we're favoring longs, that's what we're gonna want to get long in. And you know what we would like to see, now that this SMT is pretty much oblivious. And I guess before I say that, let me just do one final check here. I want to go to the 4-hour quick on both of these and see if there's any SMT being missed. So there is some SMT still present. We've got this low right here compared to this low on NQ. You guys can see that this is a higher low. And then we have that same exact low comparatively here on ES, much lower low. So we got 4-hour SMT divergence. You've got ES coming right down close to consequent encroachment of that daily fair value gap. So jumping back up here to the 1 minute, if we see price displace up, we should be good to go for getting long. And then at that point, we would look to target opening range high. This isn't really displacement just yet. So I'm choosing right now to ignore that very first 1 minute gap. Like I said, I think we'll get market structure shift anyway. We should. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. We got to wait for one more candle, guys, on the 1 minute. See what that will bring us to on the 2 minutes. Yeah. The reason I'm waiting, though, is because we got a bearish fair value gap right here. So this is waiting for this candle. If we push even a little bit higher or just kind of hold the fair value gap here without being pushed back lower, then we're letting this candle play out in order to tell us that. But get ready because we will be potentially getting long here. if this fair value gap stays open. My stop will go right below this candle low, and I'm going to target up here. Got 18 seconds, guys, so I'm going to get ready to create a limit order. Just going to do one contract here. Ready to enter over here. Buy limit. Yep. All right, so we should be fine. We did disrespect that bearish gap, so this is going to be my entry. I might move it up one tick or whatever to get right to the top of that gap right there. It was more than that. All right, guys, I got picked up. We just created new SMT currently. We'll see if that holds. It did yesterday for us. Or if you guys remember the trade yesterday, that SMT did hold. And then NQ rallied. And as far as, well, we'll wait for this to get actually in profit, but I want to make sure before we remove risk today that there isn't like any 5-minute fair value gaps left behind. There's not currently. Yesterday, that 5-minute fair value gap is what ended up coming back and hitting our entry again. 15-minute time frame. We'll see how that candle ended up closing. It did end up closing below that low. I would say if this trade fails, that would probably going to end up being the reason why. Last line of defense, this order block, really, this 1-minute fair value gap right here. But yeah, good news is new SMT formed at the low. This is a nice reaction. Don't want to jinx us. We need to get above. We need to displace above this high. If we can do that, going risk-free, probably will be just fine. All right, just tap me out. At this point, I would expect us to deliver to that daily fair value gap on NQ. This SMT ultimately not going to hold, I don't think. So yeah, macro ends here in 3 minutes. Would like to see that macro run out that low. Obviously, we got 1 hour inefficiencies inside of this daily gap. And I'm not necessarily anticipating that we'll get a long setup out of here. But now that we are here, we just tapped into it. I'm, at this point, simply just anticipating long possibilities. Looks like we will potentially get that market structure shift here. And in that case, would like to, I'd like the 5-minute gap to stay open. And then use this as an entry. Very nice. Dropping back down to the 1 minute. So this would have been the first bearish PD array that just got disrespected. Whether the, stop losses were above fair value gap candle or above this high altogether, just got ran out. And let's let this 5-minute candle close. We got 2 minutes left. If it closes like this, we'll have a fair value gap left open. All right, so I did set a buy limit there. Stop is below the fair value gap candle. Right now, TP is set for that high. I'll be honest, I'll probably end up moving it down. Shouldn't be. I did just get triggered in, guys. We tapped into that 5-minute gap. I did enter as well on MetaTrader. I think I might have sniped that very low as it dipped down there. We did kind of enter this, or we did enter this last macro right before lunch. Right here. So I'd like to see this macro show support here, push us up to our TP1. That's almost a 1 to 2 right there. Obviously, you guys can partial like however you choose. That's one thing that I preach pretty heavy is just because I have something marked out doesn't mean you have to do it exactly like the way I do. If you have a plan that you found consistency with for yourself that you like, I would just say stick with that. Use what I'm doing as like an outline or a guide or you know what I mean? If you have something that's already working for you, I would do that. So just because I'm saying that, just because like if I don't partial here and you want to because that's your plan, by all means. So I'm just stating that ahead of time. But yeah, my plan is TP123. That's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I would like for us to be able to remove risk once we get above here. But yeah, both, all right, stopped out. So both of these trades were less than 0.5% for me because the fixed size that I use is fit for a 25-point stop, 20 and 15. So there we go, 2 losses. Yeah, I guess it's looking like we're going to sell off here. At least that's what I'd like to see at this point. Our risk, well, if this low gets taken, you can find comfort in knowing that our risk was mitigated a little bit instead of having a 23-point stop loss. This would be, or it was only 15 and a quarter. I'm assuming ES. ES is not sold off yet. I think it will. So, okay, guys, we'll revisit and we'll regroup later this afternoon. But have an amazing Wednesday. Enjoy your guys' day. And I will talk to you guys in the Discord later today, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Talk soon.